In this video, we're going to be looking at examples of why you would want to use integer division or the modulus operator. Maybe I should make this 2 videos, but I think I'll be short enough. First of all, we have a program that is from just like straight up from the notes in CMU CS Academy. Hopefully you're okay with that. I'm not giving away any answers to anything. I just want to show why this is valuable, right? They show a use of it, but I kind of want to show like why would I want to do it this way as opposed to using just like if statements. So that's the purpose of this one. Hopefully CMU CS Academy is okay with this. Let me know. I'll take down the video and make another example if you don't like me using the exact same code from before, from like the notes. So what they got over here is this line with dashes that goes across the screen. And as I move my mouse, another line will follow exactly where my mouse is. And then as it goes to certain areas, the label on top is switching between level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and all that other stuff. Now, we've done programs like this before earlier on, as far back as unit, I don't know, some units ago. But we had to use if after elif after elif after elif to get this to work. And even notice over here, all that it's doing is right over here. That's it. All the elifs are done by this one line of code over here. And we'll try to start implementing it as elifs instead, just to show you how much time this is saving you understanding the integer division here. So taking a close look at it, they do all this stuff here to make the line and the indicator and all that other stuff. And all they do here is on mouse move, they have the indicators X2 follow your mouse, which is how that black line is moving back and forth, right? And then they update the label called level. They update its value to be equal to the mouse's current X coordinate integer divided by 40. Now, I recommend, and in the notes they recommend you trying to change this to basic division. Go do that on your own, right? Regular division. What I want to show is, because we're doing integer division by 40, that means, let me try to get my X coordinate. I think I have to zoom out a little bit here. Zoom out a little more. Okay, look at my X coordinate on the bottom right corner right over here. As I move, it's 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Getting up there, it's still 0 because 40, sorry, what is it? It's my X integer divided by 40. So 30 trying to divide it by 40. 40 cannot go into 30 any amount of times, so that's why the level over here was 0. I guess I could, shift space pause it. Level over here was 0. What have I done? Oops. Let's rerun this. As soon as I get to 40 in my X, well, 40 divided by the magic number 40 they put there is 1. 40 goes into 40 one time, so that's why it has a 1 over there. Now, as I move my mouse, 68 divided by 40, 40 can only fit into 68 once, and then there's some remainder or some decimal. But as soon as I get up over to 80 or above 80, 81 divided by 40, 40 can go into 80 twice, so that's how we get the level 2 being shown there. If we wanted to do this without using this integer division over here, I'm just going to go ahead and implement the first couple, and you can see we've got 9 levels over here from level 0 to 9, so it's actually 10 levels including the 0. I'm going to end up needing 10 if, elif, else statements to be able to replicate what that's doing there, right? If I want to do this without using the integer division, as they did so cleverly here, I would have to do something like if the mouse X is less than 40, then I'll set the level dot value equal to 0. And then I would say elif the mouse X is less than 80, I'll set the level dot value equal to 1. And we can recreate, right? It's 0, it's 1, and then it's just stuck at 1 because I haven't changed it at all. I can recreate what we had there by making a million elifs, right? Another elif. Else if the mouse x was less than 120, well, then I'll make the level dot value. I'm just going up by 40s, right? 80 plus 40 makes 120. I'll make the level value equal to 2. And we can keep doing this until we get all the way. Level 0, level 1, level 2. But then I need to make the other elifs for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. But instead of doing that, the power of integer division now in our arsenal, I can just say, hey, instead of, what is this? It's 2 lines for each elif. It's going to be 10 lines, 20 lines of code. Instead of 20 lines of code, I can just get a good understanding of how integer division works, realize, oh, I can use that here, and then with just the 1 line of code, I can do 20 lines worth of work, which is pretty cool. That being said, there's always multiple ways to, multiple ways to crack an egg, right? Like, you can do it with integer division. You saw me just starting to get it done with a bunch of if statements. Either way works, but this is just to show, instead of doing 20 lines of code, you can write 1 beautiful line of code, and it'll get the same thing done. I think this video is long enough, so we're just going to leave this as just an explanation of how integer division, an example of how integer division could be useful. CMU, CS Academy people, let me know if you don't like me using your example, even though I still didn't give away any answers to checkpoints or exercises as far as I know. I'm happy to take this one down and make another example showing the same thing. But I just thought, like, it's super cool. Not just understanding how it works like you show in the exercises there and the notes there, but showing, like, what the alternative would be if we didn't have this tool. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I can keep this video up, and I'll see you all next time.